everyone, and welcome back to Soul Work. This is the official new season, and this is the 4th year of Soul Work. It's very hard to believe already that we're moving into the 4th year. And I'm your host, Jeni Cousins. And as all of you know who have been tuning in for the past 3 years, I appreciate each and every one of you because we adore your energy and we love it. Absolutely too. And as you know, we are going to be taking calls tonight after the commercial break. And just to give you a heads up, that phone number is 403-539-6710. So make sure you give us a call after our short commercial break. And I have indeed booked a guest on tonight's show, as I normally do. And I 100% had to have Alara Payten on. Thank you, Alara, for coming on.
Thank you. I was really delighted that you connected.
Oh, I had to connect with you. I had to. And just before I ask Alara a question, I'm just going to kind of tell you a little bit about her in like 2 seconds. She's an evolutionary medicine woman, sacred inner journey guide, energy alchemist, light language transmitter, community two-spirit drum ceremonialist. So, as you all know, you will understand who Alara is for those of you who don't know her. So, now you had mentioned to me that you worked as a physical therapist for over 20 years under the name of Brenda Gibbs before giving up your license in 2004. What led you to leave the physical therapy and go down the spiritual path of medicine?
Well, in 1998, I was introduced for the first time to an energy worker. And I had such a mind-altering, life-altering experience. This person was a social worker and was moving herself into the mind-body-spirit realm because she found it so much more empowering for her clients than traditional social work. And I could feel my brain being rewired. I could feel my body rewired. And it was in response, I was getting sessions with her because of childhood trauma, unresolved childhood trauma that was really affecting my life. And I realized the power of that work. And so I wanted more of that for myself. And the more I got for myself and realized the power of all these different ways of being in the intuitive world, I knew that I wanted to also bring that to my clients. And I do have physical therapy colleagues who found ways to have the alternative path fit into their life, and I couldn't seem to. And I realized that's because I was to step into this evolving role as, well, now I just adopted the name evolutionary medicine woman a short while ago, and so I'm now ready to step into that because it was so empowering for me personally.
And it's completely who you are, beyond doubt. I've had a couple of treatments from Alara, and oh my God, you all must book appointments with her. Really, it was quite phenomenal. Quite phenomenal. And what I wanted to do is bring up this this beautiful mat, because when I was at your place, you wanted me to focus on that. And believe me, with her energy and how she took me back, I saw so much just by connecting with that. Can you explain to us a little bit what this mat represents?
This is actually the shield of the drum. I'm a keeper of a 24-inch or 81 centimeter double-hided buffalo ceremonial drum. And this is the drum shield, which represents the calling, the commission for me in the drum. So the drum has a spirit of its own. I'm working with the drum. I'm the physical steward of it, and we work together. And a visionary artist that was with the project where I was called kind of through a serendipitous route to Australia to be in a week-long initiation for this ceremonial drum. A visionary artist and I went into the heart of the hollowed out bottom of a 450-year-old eucalyptus gum tree.
Wow.
The local people had taken out the wood inside to use it, but they knew how to do it so the tree stays alive. And we're in the heart of that tree. It's all blackened out because people had built ceremonial fires in there, but not to hurt the tree. It's just for smudging. And we visioned, and this drum shield was originally going to be painted on the drum. That didn't work out, which I'm grateful for. As you know, we say things work out the way they're meant to, because I feel that the commission of my drum work will change with time, so it's best not to be on the drum. And I really love playing the buffalo, the pure buffalo hide, and not having this painting on here. So this was a vision between the artist and I, and this earth, you know, the energy of the tree. For people in the spirit world, we know that trees have their own spirit. So this was in incredible land in the south of Australia. So that all went into the energy there. The energy of that.
Yeah, that's incredible. I just want to show this picture as well before I forget. Now, this is a photo of Alara playing the drum. The drum is huge. When you walk into her house, it's right there, and it's phenomenal.
And it has a name. It chose its name. Its name is Solitaire, Golden One.
Oh, yes, okay.
Solitaire, Golden One. And normally these drums have a embodied male and female prayer keeper who do prayers to determine where the drum can go. If you get an invitation to go play the drum, these prayer keepers would determine, is this appropriate for this drum? Well, I was given a two-spirit prayer keeper off planet, interdimensional, in Hawaii before I went.
Yes.
Yes, so Tono Mahe is the spirit keeper of this drum and works as part of the medicine of the drum.
Yes, and I know that when you were doing, I think, energy work on me, I started to see that initiation and everything, and you and I in a previous life. It's very magical. Like you all must seriously check it out. Like really, it's very good.
It had blown my mind when I started understanding. You've been a medium for a while, right? I'm fairly new to this. It took me quite a while to be okay stepping out and going, this is what I do now. I'm no longer in the traditional world of physical therapy medicine. It took a while because a lot of my colleagues, of course, think and do still think I'm pretty woo-woo and off.
But you have to be.
And because it's okay. I'm okay with it now.
You have to totally be yourself and be off the wall completely.
Yes.
Because you're completely yourself, and then you use your energy to help others. Of course.
Exactly.
So now, what would you say are the primary life challenges that you came here to overcome and grow from in this lifetime?
The main keys that I believe I wrote into my soul story, my soul contract for exploration was being born to a father who was incredibly depressed and more depressed as I grew up as a Second World War vet, and he had seasonal affective disorder that just got worse and worse. And he spent weeks in the basement when I was a teenager, wouldn't come out to engage with his family. So I was imprinted with that and had challenges with depression and anxiety, etc. myself that turned out to be from childhood sexual assaults from a grandfather. I didn't have memories of that until I went into counseling when I was 40.
Yes.
So those are two really big keys that really shaped my life, and the transition of my father and my mother, and that grieving process, and finding out what the past life experiences were that we outworked through their transitioning, postpartum depression, where one night I had voices telling me to throw my crying baby down the stairs. Overcoming those kinds of things. Those have been pretty key in my world. And then making a decision to leave a 33-year marriage and walking that road. So
yes, and that's interesting. The number 33, Christ consciousness.
Yes.
How interesting.
And I was 33. My father was 33 when I was born. I was 33 when he did his transitioning.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's isn't that something?
Yeah.
And that's not all coincidental.
Yeah.
Not at all whatsoever.
55 when I chose my the year of my divorce. 22 when I got married. So lots of master numbers.
Yeah. Oh, 55 too. Major transformation.
Yeah.
That's absolutely wonderful. Like that energy work was absolutely amazing. And you also did a voice activation on the phone with me as well. And I saw, all of a sudden I started having visions of past life clearing, and as a healing I've been going through for a while.
And how that started, can I share with you how that started?
Yeah.
My very first drum circle at Edworthy Park here, just a regular drum circle, I'm playing the drums, and all of a sudden people around me started singing, I started singing, and there were several of us that kind of went into this zone of playing the drum and singing and started doing energy work with a couple of people that came forward for energy work. And we ended up working with a gentleman who was kind of deciding if he was going to stay on the planet or not. And we worked with him until He chose to stay on the planet, but everyone else had gone. And that voice started just singing through me. Someone told me, well, that's a language of light. It's different. I don't know I trust that it's through my high self.
Oh,
and my
it
high
is.
self only is for my good
Yes,
and
it
for
is.
the people that I sing it to.
I could hear it.
Yeah.
I could really hear it. So now, if somebody wanted to come see you, like book an appointment to see you or talk to you more, what is the best way for them to do that?
Well, at the moment, it's through Facebook.
Okay.
My Facebook page,
Okay.
facebook.com, Alara Payten.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and I'd suggest you all check her out because she's incredible. Believe me, I've had treatment, and I felt both of them, like both of those treatments, like on the phone. I really felt that, and then I listened to that, and then the drum. So, but just to let the viewers know, of course, that both Alara and myself are going to be taking calls after the short commercial break. And that number to give us a call, Calgary, is 403-539-6710. So make sure you pick up the phone and give us a call right after the short break. Hang in there.